Ruben Amorim met some of Manchester United players today, but he wasn't the only hero in Manchester today, because Bruno Fernandes was also a hero, but more about that shortly. But if it's the first time you're watching Universal Sports, make sure you do like, comment and subscribe, and let's get 500 likes on this video. As I was just saying before, Ruben Amorim may be the new Manchester United manager, the new saviour, the new face that runs the place at Old Trafford, but it's actually Bruno Fernandes who is also a hero. Reports suggesting that Bruno Fernandes and Diego Liability Dalot boarded a flight on easyJet to Lisbon on international duty. That just kind of tells you where Manchester United are financially. So they boarded an easyJet flight. Bruno Fernandes probably thinking about how terrible Manchester United were, lost in his train of thought, looks behind him and he sees a passenger who's passing out. He gets up, gets to the back of the aisle and starts shouting for help. Maybe he should have done that when Erik Ten Hag was here. He started shouting up for help, but he only apologised to Ten Hag afterwards. What a strange situation.
Yeah, it's really strange. The passenger got saved, but that's the really big part.
Erik Ten Hag didn't get saved though.
Erik Ten Hag didn't get saved. He ran an easyJet flight as well. But yeah.
Bruno Fernandes, the captain of Manchester United, riding in easyJet, Manchester City, asked by Man United if they could take Garnacho and Kobe Manu on their flight. It's not a very good look for Manchester United, the brand, is it?
Yeah, they're trying to save money wherever they can. So easyJet probably got a cheap ticket. You know what easyJet is like. So
Diego Liability Dalot on that flight. What do you think he was thinking about?
He needs to step up, because when he comes back, Ruben Amorim's waiting for him, and there's not going to be any good words for him. He needs to step up as well, and Bruno as well, Bruno Fernandes. I'm surprised on an easyJet flight. Usually could have taken a private jet, but this is what it is. easyJet is.
Sir Jim Ratcliffe counting the pennies.
Counting the pennies.
If it's the first time you're watching Universal Sports, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe. Let's get 500 likes on this video. Ruben Amorim is getting his feet under the desk at Carrington. He's probably realising the enormity of the task facing him at Old Trafford. But there was images released today of Ruben Amorim meeting some of the Manchester United players. I've got an interesting stat for you, Avers, as well. For the first time, no Manchester United players picked in the England squad. So there's quite a few that he's met. I want to go through them one by one. Ruben Amorim, there was an image of him meeting Luke Shaw at Carrington. I think that's a very interesting dynamic, interesting situation. What do you think Ruben Amorim was thinking? He looked happy seeing him, but what's going through his mind when he saw Luke Shaw?
I wasn't surprised that Luke Shaw didn't get injured for a neck injury or some other injury.
But Luke Shaw is back. He's probably thinking there's a new manager in town. You know, I got to show him that, you know, he can count on me.
But he needs to prove it, because he's been injured. So I don't think he'll be starting anytime soon.
Ruben Amorim's probably thinking,
after deal
what's wrong with this guy? He's bringing a fitness and injury coach with him.
Yeah, so
he needs to spend some time with him.
He needs to spend time with him. Luke Shaw, not so spending time playing COD like he does, and then getting injured half of the time. He's been here for 10 years, 5 years he's played for.
Do you like that start, don't you?
I like that start, but come summer, I think we need to cash on him. We'll just release him, terminate his contract.
One of the things Ruben Amorim is known for in terms of what he's going to be bringing to Manchester United is his ability to work with youngsters. He did it very well at Sporting Lisbon. Today he also met Toby Collier. How important do you think Ruben Amorim could be for him and just in general in terms of the youngsters? Because there's quite a few to work with.
Yeah, there's Toby Collier, there's Harry Amas, Kobe Manu, Garnacho, Highland.
We'll get on to them shortly.
So it's quite a few young players. So it'll be good for him to work with them, get them developed, bring some under 21 players in as well. So there's a lot of under 21 players that we can bring from the academy into the first team.
Sure, that was Ruben Amorim. Universal Sports Scoop. We've just seen Ruben Amorim.
Hola.
Hola, is that Spanish?
I don't know. It's Spanish, yeah.
So go on, sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, he's got young players coming through. He's developing Toby Collier as a star for the future. He needs to be starting probably like League Cup games or Europa League games, and then get him developed that way. But yeah, he's a star to watch, Toby Collier.
In terms of, we were talking about Ruben Amorim and his need for bringing the injury coach with him. He also today met Mason Mount. A few images of Mason Mount hugging Ruben Amorim. If you're Ruben Amorim, again, what you're thinking? You're thinking, another one of those liabilities. Is he going to get injured whilst he's talking to her? What do you think he was thinking?
He was probably thinking like, Chelsea scammed United out of £60 million on a 1 year contract, and since he's come, he's been injured. He's not played that many games. He's been on the medical room more time. I think it's been Luke Shaw's influence. Come on, let's go and play COD. Get injured, just do an injury.
Do you think Mason Mount's got a role to play for Ruben Amorim? I was about to say Bruno Fernandes, but it's a like for like, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it's only one or the other.
It's a like for like, but Mason Mount has he couldn't swap around with Bruno if Bruno plays too many
I think we've
games.
always said as United fans we want competition for Bruno, so a lot of people ruling Mason Mount out, obviously because he's injured all the time, but if he's fit, then it'll make sure that Bruno's playing better.
Yeah, it's a competition for Bruno, so it's just because Bruno plays too many games as a captain. Like, he's in every cup game, every Premier League game, Europa League.
Helping easyJet out as well.
Helping easyJet out, and he's playing a lot of games, so he needs to rest time for time. And Mason Mount is there just to come on to give him that rest he needs. But Mason Mount needs to step up. He needs to show in games that it's proven that he can be a regular starter. Then maybe Bruno could be dropped, so it's either one of them. Or it depends what system he's going to play. Maybe he can play them both. One is a number 8, one is a number 10. So it depends how he works with Mason Mount. But yeah, it's good for him to see Mason Mount today.
Mason Mount, obviously, he's got a lot to prove to the Manchester United fans. Another person Ruben Amorim met today. We've seen images of him with Starboy Kobe Manu. Kobe Manu building his way back into the first team fold. Hopefully we see him after the international break and he's fully fit and he can get into that midfield equation with Casemiro and Ugarte. How important is Kobe Manu going to be? Because if you think about it, with the formation he wants to play, the profile of position that's Ruben's going to demand from a centre midfielder, Kobe Manu I think would be a perfect fit, perfect complement for him, and a lot of expectation on Kobe Manu already, and he's such a young player.
Yeah, he's a young player. He's still developing. He's had so many games under him. Even last season, he played quite a few games. He was injured at the beginning of last season, came back stronger, and he was probably the saviour of the season when he scored that goal in the FA Cup final. And even when he got injured, we was missing him quite a lot. So Kobe Manu will work perfect with Manu Ugarte. Manu Ugarte will be sitting in a deep role play, like a defensive midfielder. That gives Kobe Manu a free flow to just go up front a bit, work with Bruno Fernandes that way. Or if he plays Casemiro and Ugarte, then Kobe Manu in midfield, and then Bruno pushes up as a false 9. So we've got so many options there to play with Kobe Manu. Once he comes back from international break, I think he might be on the bench, and then just regularly get him into the first team games because we don't want to get him injured again. So I think Amorim probably looking at just gonna ease him back in and don't get him injured, because I think he'll be the one to take us all the way to the season. Even he could play a crucial part come end of the season, especially cup games, cup finals if we get to any, Europa League or Carabao Cup. So Kobe Manu is the one that we need to look after and give him time to develop further, and he could be the star boy.
One observation I would like to make, and it's another person Ruben Amorim met today, and it got me thinking. Ruben Amorim met the one, the only Darren Fletcher at Manchester United, and it my brain started going into overdrive, and I started to think about it, and I thought, Darren Fletcher, hard-working, honest midfielder under Sir Alex Ferguson. A lot of fans respect him for the utility role that he played during the Fergie years. But he's also played a very important part in terms of Manchester United's previous managers since Sir Alex Ferguson. somehow, some way, Darren Fletcher is backdoorway around Old Trafford. He's backdoorwaying around Carrington, and still he is the one that survives. David Moyes gone, Louis van Gaal gone, Ralph Ragnick gone, Jose Mourinho gone, but there's one constant. It's Darren Fletcher. You know what I want to see? I want Ruben Amorim to fire Darren Fletcher as well, because he's also to blame, because what's he doing? What's his role? Somebody tell me that.
So his role is like coaching the midfielders. That's his role, but
He's not doing a good job
not
then.
doing a good job.
He's not doing a good job then.
I think once everything's in place, Darren Fletcher will be moved on at some point. But he's still here for some reason. Rude should have stayed then if that was the case.
How is he surviving? Who's he got on the payroll?
He was on a few years ago as a technical director, then he became a midfielder coach.
Now he's just a messenger, I think.
Now he's a first team academy coach, so he liaises with first team and the academy.
Stealing a living, that really.
Nicky Butt was there before, but then he got moved on. Darren Fletcher still. He's
still
so
there.
many players. He was on the Ole as well.
The one that can't be removed. Maybe Darren Fletcher is the chosen one. Darren Fletcher is the special one.
Yeah, I don't know about him, but he might be still learning. But he plays a crucial hand from getting academy players into first team, and he's got the coaching role as a midfielder. So I don't know what role he's going to play in the Ruben Amorim. If he's end of the season, he's probably reevaluate, and then I think he'll probably get Ruben, find another coach that can do that job what Darren Fletcher's doing. Then Darren Fletcher, good luck and see you later.
Ruben Amorim getting his feet under the desk at Carrington. He's Manchester United's new head coach, and day by day he's finding out the enormity of the task that faces him. But we will all be ready for his first game, Ipswich versus Manchester United. Glory, glory, Man United. We need those 3 points. Come on, we'll see you on the next video.